let's start there. We're going to be here for 5 days. What do you want out of this week? Because my belief is that, man, when we get focused on something that we want, those are the things that we can get in our life when we put that energy out there.
RYLA stands for the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, and basically what it is your normal leadership camp, but on steroids. It's outrageous.
It's not your average leadership camp. It's not just like you go there, they teach you how to lead your school and you're gone. No, it's more of looking inside yourself for your personal best way to lead someone else.
I'm a believer that self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools. It's a light that, man, when that light turns on and you start taking ownership of the things you do and where you are in your life, that's when change happens, and that's when you can do things and be where you want to be.
This is all about just recognizing what you're as, and every one of these profiles, every single one of you get is brilliant. Just exactly the way that you are. Just exactly what you bring to this world, just exactly what you bring to whether your friends, your family, everybody around you. It's brilliant.
We talked about like the colors of the brain and how the brain works. I've always been like a quieter person, and I always thought that you couldn't lead if you're a quiet person, but learning all that stuff, it kind of like shows you that you don't have to be like loud and forward and stuff to lead people.
So they learn to value their differences and work together. And hopefully that all translates to the outside world eventually.
Now you're talking about getting over a wall of not believing yourself. When does that start?
Now.
Now! Why don't you say it like you mean it? When does that start?
Now.
When does that start?
Now.
When does it start?
Something we like to do with the students is have them smack the wall, state that piece, and then once they get over that wall, make a commitment. What are you going to do differently in your life? What will be different now that that wall is out? Now, obviously, that wall is going to show up again and again, but it's symbolic. If I can face that fear there, I can face it in other places as well.
Seeing them now, I had no idea that their lives had so many twists, turns, and challenges. And those same things that they're going through are some things that I went through.
Another huge message is stand up. I'm a firm believer that the only way we make change in our world is by people getting out there and making a difference. It's great to sit around and complain, but really, what are you doing when you put yourself out there?
And the ironic thing is this: he couldn't feel loved because he didn't open up. But he was afraid to open up because he was afraid if he did, they wouldn't love him. See the trap we get into?
When you become genuinely curious and you're interested, all of a sudden walls fall down and people share, and all of a sudden there's a connection.
I love the bike process. We were talking about the importance of giving to others, giving back. And then we took the kids out in the grass and we were talking to them about what would that be like. And you see these 20 kids, straggly little kids, get off the bus. And I remember the high school students, just the look of, oh my God, life isn't about what I get to take from it, it's what I get to give to it.
And we signed the little kid Anthony's bike. He was my favorite. He rode on my shoulders. We just learned like that giving back makes you feel just as good as receiving things. Like you actually feel better giving than you do receiving. So.
And I think I'm just gonna go back to Sacramento and like not immediate change, but I'm gonna start slowly but surely stacking up chips to make a better change in my school community.
Every year I get a call from this young man for the last 3 years, and he says, I just wanted to thank you for what you did and you guys up there did for me. Thank you for your support. I mean, I'm doing it out here. I'm putting it to work, you know? And that is what it's all about.
It's not that everybody always looks the same and acts the same and stuff, but everybody has problems, and I think this whole week realizing that and getting over the fact that nobody is perfect, even though we all pretend to be, is really mind-blowing, and it really helps me accept myself more too.
It throws you out of your comfort zone every day. I mean, every day someone cries. It seems like every day you're pushed to your limits. Every day you're forced to meet new people. You're forced to, step out of your comfort zone, work with a team, but people you may not even know. Most of these people here I've only known for a couple days, and to me, RYLA's life-changing and amazing.
I always like to say that, when you come in here, you've got this gauge of 1 to 10, 10 being what you think is your very best. And our goal is that you find a whole new level of a 10 for you when you really put yourself all out there.
You are strong, you are powerful. And can we agree you're going to have to defy the odds in your life, yes or no?
Yes!
Yes or no?
Yes!
Absolutely you're going to do that. The way you do that is when you step up. When you step up to a whole new level. You find that place of what you're capable of, doing in your life. Defy the odds! Defy the odds! Defy the odds! Defy the odds! Step up! Step up! Step up! Step up!
And it's only done with them ultimately trusting each other, trusting us, because it's an uncomfortable process, and it has to be, because growth is uncomfortable.
That's only going to happen when you get courageous enough to look in the mirror and say, maybe, just maybe, there's a better way for me to do things.
I look forward to these 2 weeks all year long. It's just such a great time to put everything aside, and it's so fun. And the connections and the relationships with the students and watching them grow and change and step up, and the realizations they have and the conversations they have about what they're going to do.
Breaking through that block showed me that they weren't good enough for me. They want to push me beyond that. They want to push me to the next people. Then those are the people that I'm going to show my success to. And I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to show my kids what a real life is like, and I'm not going to hold them back like they did to me. That's what it was about for me.
Take here, this isn't just a really happy, fun 5 days, but when they go away from here, they've got some actual tools that they can use, and it's their own tools. It's not a cookie cutter program. I don't want all 100 kids to walk out of here with the same thing. That'd be boring and dry, and that's not what we do. I want them to walk out of here with what they wanted to take away from it. They start to realize their own strengths and areas of improvement that they can work on.
You know, we can make a difference, but that's the difference, is that we got to make it. We can't just say we're going to make it. We actually have to do it. So.
The reality of it is they didn't come here and learn confidence. They didn't come here and learn, you know, passion or discipline or work. They always had it inside. You know, I hear a lot of it's a life-changing experience. Well, something that Rochelle and I feel very strongly about. We're not in the life-changing business. We have lives of our own, and that's plenty enough to deal with on our own. Our thing is to lay out a series of challenges and what people choose to do with them. I mean, if it makes some changes in their life, if they decide there's some things they're going to do different, awesome. Yeah, but it's the ones that every kid does it at his own level, where they decide, you know what, there's something I can take from here, and I'm going to go do it out there, and I'm going to make myself a better person, which in turn makes people around me better, which in turn makes the entire planet a better place to be.